there, and welcome back to the Flippin' Foxes. Thank you for joining if you are new, and if you are already a subscriber, I want to thank you as well. I had originally planned on doing a what sold video today, which I am still planning on doing later this evening. And I'm hoping I can get Shannon on with me. He gets off a little earlier today, so hopefully we can get him to join us for the what sold portion. I haven't decided if I'm going to do this in two separate videos yet or not, so either I'll clip it in or we'll do two complete separate videos. But I wanted to get this out because I was super frustrated earlier. I was going to come on right then and vent to you guys, but unfortunately my gimbal didn't work, which was probably for the best considering I was not in a very good mood. So I ran a 30% sell-off this weekend, and the sales were okay. I mean, they picked up a lot of little things, which, like I said, I'm okay with as long as we can get them moving. But the biggest frustration was this morning. I got up and I was cross-listing, and I heard the cha-ching. And I'm not sure if it's new, but when did offers start creating a cha-ching? So I immediately thought, oh, I sold something. Well, it was an offer, and it was a good offer. It was on one of our typewriters. If you've seen some of our prior videos, my husband loves to refurbish old typewriters. I'm talking like from 1920s to the 1960s. So we have quite a few of them, and we still have quite a few on the back that need to be done. But with him working, they've kind of just been sitting there. But we have probably about 5 or 6 listed, anywhere from the vintage 1920 Royal typewriters to some of the Underwoods. If you've seen my video inside the house, you'll notice on top of the record player, there is an old vintage typewriter sitting up there. So we haven't sold one in a while because it kind of ebbs and flows with those. I think it's going to be more a seasonal thing. So I had it originally listed for about, I think, 160, and they sent me an offer for 100. And we don't pay a lot for them, but we do put a lot of time and effort into making sure they're clean and they work and they've got new ribbons. So I countered back with a $120 offer, plus shipping. And about 10-15 minutes went by, and then I get a message. And the customer says, I'm trying to purchase, but it's telling me it's sold out. And I was like, so I went on and I looked, and I'm like, no, I messaged him back. I said, no, it's not sold out. I mean, it's not out of stock. I said, just click on the offer that I sent you and pay from there. And he messages back and he's like, that's what I'm trying to do, and it's telling me it's not available. I told him, I said, okay, so I said, let me get on the phone with eBay and find out what's going on. And I've kind of figured out a workaround to get eBay to respond back fairly quickly. So they contacted me back within like 5 minutes. Well, while I was waiting for a call back, he messaged me and told me, hold off. My wife is apprehensive. This appears to be an eBay glitch, and the last time this happened, our credit card was hacked. And he says, she's not comfortable going through with the purchase. Well, at this point, I'm getting upset because now eBay and their glitches has cost me a pretty good sell this weekend. And so I get the guy on the phone, and super nice. And I never take it out on the customer service reps because it's not their fault. At the end of the day, they're just doing their job. And he was adamant that this was nothing to do with eBay and that the customer had never attempted to purchase. He was looking at the history. He was looking at the messages. And he says, I can piggyback off their account and try to buy it as if I was them. And I said, okay. I said, but I'm apt to believe the customer that he tried more than once to purchase. And he's like, no, I'm seeing that he never even attempted to purchase it. Well, that left me super frustrated for obvious reasons because, and I'm going back and forth with the guy, and super nice guy, and he says, no, my wife is just not comfortable going through with the purchase. Go ahead and cancel. I knew then I lost the sale. And, you know, I told the guy, I voiced my frustration to the guy on the phone, not angry at him or anything, just told him, you know, this is going to cost me a fairly decent sell. And I said, my store is slow already. And I said, and then when a good offer comes through because of eBay's glitch issues, I'm the one that has to suffer. And he says, no, he says, it's not going to go against you. Just go ahead and cancel the order. I said, that's beside the point. You know, I understand. And at this point, the customer hadn't specifically said cancel order. So I wanted to get it just to cover my bases. I wanted to get it in the messages. You know, the customer said, yes, please cancel. So I messaged him back and I said, look, I said, he said to go on, retry. And the customer's like, no, I just want it canceled. We're not comfortable. Please cancel the order and, you know, relist it. We have decided we're no longer eBay customers because this isn't the first time it's happened, and the last time it cost us several $100s because of glitches, and they, I guess, they either hacked his credit card or they charged him multiple times, and it was a pain to get reversed. But regardless, this didn't just cost me a sell, it cost me and you guys a customer, because this is now an eBay customer who no longer wants anything to do with eBay due to their glitches. And I know that the customer service rep is saying, no, it wasn't an eBay glitch, this was on the customer. I find that hard to believe. I could be wrong, but I'm tending to lean more towards believing the customer on this one. Because if it's a glitch, did it happen in the moment? And then when eBay went on to piggyback off of their account and recreate what the customer was trying to do, had it resolved itself? But at this point, the customer was so upset, he wasn't willing to try the sell again. I even, after I canceled the order, I even went and relisted it for the 120 and sent him a message saying, look, I've relisted it for our offer amount, so you could do just a straight buy it now. I said, but I do understand if you still feel uncomfortable. And he messaged me back and he says, nothing against you. I appreciate everything you tried to do, but we're done. And I just wanted to kind of relay that to the rest of you, is that maybe part of the reason we're experiencing some slower sells is because people are buying or trying to buy things and it's not going through. And eBay's not seeing it in the moment, so they're not catching it. And it's very frustrating. Like I said, I plan on finishing eBay out through the end of the year. But if they can't get their shit together, I am definitely going to be pulling all of my listings down. And, you know, I'll stick with some of the other platforms, but my husband and I have already started looking at other means to get the items out there. I'm not going to go into that yet until we have it done and I can officially say, okay, this is what we did, and get some data behind it and see if it's going to work, because I don't want others to rush out and try what we're going to do without us trying first to relay back to you how it's going. So with that, I just wanted to vent, I guess, and this is the best place to do it rather than at the customer service rep who doesn't deserve it. But believe me, I wanted to. But at the end of the day, it is their job, just like it's our job to try and do everything we can to help the customers. And unfortunately, when we lose a customer and eBay loses a customer, they should start taking that a little more seriously, because if it happens frequently and more people who normally purchase off of eBay start leaving, it affects us all. So with that, I am going to sign off for now. And like I said, we will be back with a What Sold video. And I still haven't decided if I'm going to do this as a separate one or combine it. It's just going to depend on whether my husband... I'm hoping he will join us, so keep your fingers crossed that he'll be up to doing one tonight. And then I can just do it all together and probably put this out tomorrow. So with that, I will either be back or see you in the next video.